What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So today we're actually going to be working on the G80 here, and we're going to be replacing this stock little spoiler. As you can see, we already kind of removed it. I think in one of the last videos when we were doing the PPF is actually when we removed it. So this is no longer on the car, and our boys over at Horizon Motorsports actually sent out another spoiler. And as you can see, this thing is, you guys probably can't see the whole thing, but this thing is a lot more aggressive than this tiny little stock one. So we're gonna be replacing this with this, and it's gonna look a lot nicer on the car and just make the rear end a little bit more aggressive. Just a little side-by-side comparison on how big of a difference the new spoiler is. Like, this one is tiny, the other one is massive. So this one is Horizon Motorsports high kick spoiler. So as you can see, it comes pretty far up from the rear, and it has a pretty aggressive curve on the front side, which is exactly what I wanted. The rest of the car is gonna be pretty aggressive. As you guys can see, we lowered it a good amount, and we're gonna have some pretty aggressive wheels on here. So with that, I just wanted the rear end to look just as aggressive. We're gonna have a new diffuser, new side spats, new side skirts coming along the way. So just to make sure that we're ready for that, we're gonna be throwing this on today, and I think it should make a pretty big difference. And ignore this big metal piece right here. That's gonna be for the E30 here when we continue working on that, but that's gonna be for another video. But as you guys can see, the weave on this carbon fiber is amazing. It has a very nice smooth finish. So I'm just excited to put this thing on and see how the car looks. We actually did a full detail on the car today. So it's actually glistening. And we even installed these little vinyl template pieces here on the hood. And it just makes the car look a little bit more aggressive from the front end too. So a small little touch. I've never seen anyone run vinyl here. I know a lot of people run the little carbon fiber pieces, but we decided to do this just to break up the green on the front end a little bit. And I think it looks great. But yeah, let's go ahead and install the spoiler now. But before that, we gotta do one more thing. As I mentioned, this video is basically sponsored by Horizon Motorsports. They're the ones that sent out this spoiler, and they're also gonna be the ones that we're gonna be working with for all the rest of the aero on the rest of the car. So you're gonna see all their rear diffuser parts, side skirts, front lip, their grille, everything is gonna be on the car from Horizon Motorsports. So I'm excited to have them as part of the build, and to honor the partnership between us, we're gonna be throwing the Horizon logo right here. Now we just gotta make sure we don't put this on sideways. Let's see. I think that looks straight. Horizon, if this isn't straight, then you guys gotta send me a new one.
Let's see.
All right, there we go. So now they're officially part of the build. So let's go ahead and get our spoiler installed. We're gonna need to throw some 3M tape on the back of that, which we'll do that real quick. And the car should be pretty clean, so we're not gonna worry about, you know, rubbing it down with any rubbing alcohol or anything, because it is ceramic, so I don't wanna mess up the ceramic. And now we can just start throwing the 3M tape on here. But I'm thinking maybe I should use a thick piece. But I guess I'll start with this one on this bottom ledge and then see how it goes. And we're just gonna work our way across this entire thing. Yeah, so I'm using the thinner one on this top ledge or this bottom ledge. I'm gonna grab the thicker piece of tape for the other side. This piece here, and then just do like 3 separate pieces. The boys are here. So I'm just keeping some of the red backing on the tape exposed so I can pull it. I don't want to stick all the 3M tape on at the same time. So I'm just going to do that to all these pieces here. So that way, if we do mess up and don't line it properly to the trunk, we can still pull it off without ruining all the tape that we have on here. So let me do that real quick, and then we'll start installing it. Yeah, I would probably recommend having 2 people for this. Luckily, my cousins and brothers just showed up, so he's gonna grab one side, I'm gonna grab one side, and we're basically gonna try to tag this thing on. It's almost gonna go all the way to the line.
The body line?
Yeah.
Almost to it?
Yeah. And then also, like, take a note where it sits. Like, it sits up against the bottom of the trunk. See, that's already stuck.
What do you mean where?
So yeah, it can come
Move it towards me or towards
a
you?
tad bit your way. There we go. Like now, are you like a centimeter off?
Yeah, literally.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for.
And then what about this backside?
So the backside, it's gonna need to sit
tuck on the-
against this, yeah.
Okay.
So if that's good. Don't rip. Since we got all the placement down, we can just push it into place.
Push this down?
Yep. So we just got the spoiler on, and honestly, it looks great. So much more aggressiveness to the rear end of the car. Like if you guys look at it from this corner, it no longer looks like a stock car. It actually looks like the diffuser is a little bit bigger, spats are a little bit bigger, but really the only thing we did was this right here. We did have to finagle a little bit on the edges right here, so we added a little bit extra tape on both sides. Again, this is just a comparison of the stock one versus the new one. This thing is absolutely gigantic compared to the stock one, and it's another plus because it's carbon versus this one is probably just like plastic or something. But we're just gonna keep this one off to the side if we ever want to reinstall it, but for right now I'm happy with how this looks. And we got the new Horizon sticker on the rear windshield as well, so you guys will be seeing a lot more parts from Horizon, whether it's the diffuser, side skirts, front lip, and so on. But we'll continue working with them to get new parts on this car. And I think in the next video you guys might see the wheels. So I know I haven't showed those to you guys just yet, so we'll see how the rest of the week goes. We got some time. We might try to install them, but we'll keep you guys updated. Until then, see you guys on the next one. Peace.